Winnie the Pooh and Ethan, the Great Honey Heist. Once upon a time in the 100-acre wood, there lived a friendly and curious bear named Winnie the Pooh. Pooh loved many things, but nothing more than honey. His favorite pastime was exploring the wood with his best friend Tigger. One sunny day, a young boy named Ethan, who was 5 years old, came to visit the 100-acre wood. Ethan had heard many stories about Pooh and his adventures and was very excited to meet him. "Hello, Pooh," Ethan said as he approached the bear, who was busy munching on a pod of honey. Pooh looked up and smiled. "Hello, Ethan. Would you like to join us on an adventure?" Pooh asked eagerly. Ethan nodded excitedly. Pooh introduced Ethan to Tigger, and together, they decided to explore a new part of the wood they had never visited before. As they walked through the forest, they came across a hidden grove filled with blooming flowers and buzzing bees. Pooh's eyes lit up at the sight of the bees. "Oh, look! Bees! And where there are bees, there must be honey," Pooh exclaimed. The trio carefully followed the bees to a large beehive hanging from a tree branch. "But, Pooh, we must be careful," Ethan warned. "We don't want to upset the bees." Pooh nodded, but his love for honey was too strong to resist. Just as Pooh was about to reach for the beehive, a loud rustling sound came from the bushes. Out stepped a Heffalump, Pooh's greatest enemy. The Heffalump had noticed the same beehive and was determined to get the honey for himself. "Oh no! It's a Heffalump," Pooh said, trembling. But Ethan knew they couldn't let fear stop them. "We need to work together," Ethan said. "Pooh, you distract the Heffalump while Tigger and I get the honey." Pooh nodded and began to sing a silly song, drawing the Heffalump's attention. Tigger and Ethan climbed the tree carefully. Ethan reached out and managed to grab the beehive without disturbing the bees. They quickly climbed down and ran back to Pooh. "We did it!" Ethan shouted triumphantly. But the Heffalump was not pleased. It started to chase them through the forest. The trio ran as fast as they could, but the Heffalump was gaining on them. "What do we do?" Pooh asked, panting. "We have to share the honey," Ethan said. "It's the only way to make peace." Reluctantly, Pooh handed a portion of the honey to the Heffalump. To their surprise, the Heffalump stopped chasing them and began to eat the honey. It turned out that the Heffalump loved honey just as much as Pooh did. "Thank you," the Heffalump said gruffly. "I was just hungry and didn't mean to scare you." Pooh, Ethan, and Tigger smiled and invited the Heffalump to join them for a picnic. They all sat together under a big oak tree, sharing the honey and enjoying each other's company. From that day on, the Heffalump was no longer an enemy but a friend. Ethan had taught them the importance of teamwork and sharing. The 100-acre wood was now filled with even more laughter and friendship. As the sun began to set, Ethan knew it was time to go home. He hugged Pooh and Tigger goodbye and promised to visit them again soon. "Thank you, Ethan," Pooh said warmly. "You've taught us a valuable lesson today. Friendship and caring make the world a better place." Ethan smiled and waved as he walked back through the forest, knowing he had made some wonderful new friends. And so, Ethan's adventure with Pooh, Tigger, and the Heffalump came to a happy end, filled with laughter, sharing, and the sweetest honey they had ever tasted. The 100-acre wood was now a place of peace, friendship, and endless adventures.
Created by a kid and their parent using Talebot, click the link in the video description to create your own story.